Hello, everybody. This is Dr. Shali Genga. Welcome to Ignite episode. I am so excited about the guest we have today. Of course, I will let him introduce himself, and I hope that whatever we will discuss today will ignite you and light a flame in your heart to pursue something that maybe you've been scared about, to be inspired, to want to change and to want to grow. Now, this guest, the way I met him was very interesting. I met him, I think, at the Cape Town Ultra Marathon, where runners from all over the world come and do 100 miles. They run, I think, for 4 or even three nights consistently, and they don't stop. And someone had invited me to be a pace setter, and not a pace setter, what was it? I was invited as
a crew, a support.
It was a support.
Yeah.
So you can have instances where you come and you just maybe run 10 kilometers with them as they continue into their 100 miles. And when I had met him, he talked about coming from an injury and he hadn't even trained. And I tell you, he was able to do 80 kilometers. Me, who had
92.
done 92. Let me correct. He was able to do 92 kilometers and he had not even trained. He had been in recovery from an accident. I was so inspired by his story. So I'll let him introduce himself. Yeah.
Right. Thank you, Shali. My name is James Muhia. I'm a business person.
Yeah.
That's what I do for work. I repair motor vehicles, basically. And I sell motor vehicle spare parts. But people know me more.
No, what is your business called?
Prime Auto Solutions.
Oh, okay. Yes, continue.
People know me more as an ultra runner, a mountaineer, and generally an outdoor person. I do overlanding trips, and recently I got into motorcycle adventure motorcycle riding, where I've started doing a bit of inter-country rides. So sometime last year I did a bit of Middle East, UAE, Oman, and there is a huge plan up ahead. But at the moment, I just love living my life in the outdoors.
What he decides as living in his life in the outdoors is living dangerously for someone like me who loves self-preservation. Now, I'm so interested to know, how do you define living fearlessly? Because that's the theme of season 2.
For me, living fearlessly is you live to the full potential that you think you have. You probe your potential. You are curious about things.
Okay.
Sometimes when you're curious, you try to venture in areas that normally you wouldn't venture if you are self-preserving. So I try as much as possible to remain curious in all, whether I'm running, whether I'm riding, whether I'm overlanding. And sometimes that curiosity takes me to very interesting places that are a bit dangerous. but I've realized for you to live fully, you have to, some of these fears of life must be a secondary consideration. People fear a lot of things.
That's true.
Fear is there's a fear of your finances running out. There is fear of you being injured physically, and I think a lot of people associate fear with like bodily injury. There is the fear that things don't work out the way you want them to work out. And I have had a lot of those fears come true. But that shouldn't stop you from pursuing your interests, your passions, and your goals.
Okay, your whole life is, I think, from what when we talked before, is a definition of living fearlessly. What are some of the countries that you've been to, and which one was the most dangerous? Okay, in your own view. And what is outlanding? I think you said you do outlanding. What is that?
Overlanding.
Overlanding. What is that?
Just I have an old 4x4.
Mm-hmm.
Just going to like places multiple nights, multiple days. Living in the wild, camping outside
Wilderness,
with your 4x4.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's very interesting.
so it's just traveling overland with a vehicle.
That's why it's called overlanding.
Yeah.
And you can even go like for 10 nights or...
Even 2 days is overlanding. I mean,
okay.
But sometimes you'll go for 1 week, 2 weeks. I mean, there are people who've done it like that's their lifestyle.
Okay. Okay. Which countries have you been to, and which place were you like, what am I doing here? This is a dangerous place.
I've been to a number of countries. I don't know whether I'll be able to list them all, but
just whatever you
in
remember.
Africa, I've been to the East African countries, Tanzania, Uganda. I've been to South Africa. I've been to Lesotho, Mozambique, Malawi. Then I've been to some Middle Eastern countries, that is UAE, Oman. I've been to Central Asia, Kyrgyzstan, Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, Tajikistan, Pakistan, Afghanistan.
Okay. I didn't know there are so many stand countries.
Yes. I've actually, the only stand country I've not been to is Turkmenistan.
Okay, I didn't even know there's something like that.
And then I've been to Nepal, India. And I plan to visit many more.
Which is the tough? Okay, which was the most dangerous, or in your view, or from your experience?
From my experience, of course, it was Afghanistan. I was there last year. Then I was there to tour. And there were a few sketchy moments. It's a good country. The people are nice, but the leadership currently is very what is it? They're very welcoming, but even as you talk to them, they are also suspicious. Like there's in Afghanistan over time there have been a lot of interference from outside. So they will welcome you with smiles and everything, but as you talk, you realize there is also some curiosity. And sometimes it's not just curiosity, it's trying to figure out what are you really doing there.
Okay.
So you will tell them that you are just visiting and all, and they will agree on the face of it, but that they are trying to figure out the real reason you are there.
They're cautious, they're very paranoid. And which ultra marathons have you? Maybe you can just. I know you've done a number of ultra marathons.
Yeah.
Which ones are the most memorable that you remember, and how many miles were you doing?
I think for me the recent one was a good one, because it was like trying to do 100 miles with zero training and right out of an injury. But I think one of the most memorable ultra I've ever done, it wasn't even that long, it was just 50 kilometers. But I did it in UAE. I had never run through a desert before. And the first 10 kilometers, within the first 10 kilometers, I knew this, because we were literally running up and down sand dunes. So you see, there is a, now I know there is a trick to running through sand.
What is that?
Yeah, you don't you have to be very gentle and measured in your steps, because you know sand is very you know, you make one step, it pulls you down half a step. So you spend a lot of energy trying to fight with the sand. But if you stop fighting with the sand and just be gentle with your steps and all, then you make better time than trying to go all in and you know and be all all this energy you're trying to overcome a sand dune only to get 10 more sand dunes ahead of you.
So it was sand dune after sand dune.
Sand dune after sand dune, and I think I spent too much time trying to, before I got the rhythm of it. I had wasted my legs. Yeah, but eventually I finished. And then sometime, I think end of 2021, I was again in Cape Town. I did 100 kilometers. And that was also very significant because I had earlier that year I had frostbite from a mountain in Nepal, and I was going through a lot of what I would call mental torture, like trying to figure out, do I really want to still continue doing this crazy outdoor stuff? Because you see, when you lose some of your fingers, then you're like,
that's what you lost. You lost them to frostbite.
Yes, on the mountain.
How many kilometers was it in Nepal? How many kilometers were you doing?
You don't measure it in kilometers.
How do you measure it? I don't know. I'm a novice.
It was a technical mountain. It's Amadablam. It's 6,800 meters above sea level. And stuff happened after I summited. And I got stuck on the mountain. I slept at 6,000 meters without a sleeping bag. In extreme cold. And by the time I was rescued by a helicopter, my hands were all dark.
What was going through your mind, if you don't mind? Like when you were like, did you have to have tough mentality, or did you just surrender to the experience?
At some point, I had surrendered. Because it was a very interesting situation. I got to the summit late. I was alone.
You're doing it alone?
I wasn't supposed to do it alone, but at
brave.
that moment I was alone. Then, unknown to me, when some sections had avalanches below me and swept away some rope. And you see now Amadablam is a very vertical and a very technical climb. So at some point, I had surrendered at some point. Like I thought I would, because I was stuck on a rope. I thought I would just spend the night there and figure stuff in the morning. But then it was too cold for me to sleep on the slopes. It was extremely cold because wind would come with a chill factor, and I would feel it in my bones. Like I would feel pain in my bones. So at some point now I had to like snap back to reality and decide I have to get down. However,
so you still went down with everything that was happening?
I still went down, but now to the next camp, to the nearest camp.
To the nearest camp, yeah.
That was camp 2. And when I got there, I got into a tent that didn't even have a sleeping bag or a mattress. It was just an empty tent. with some with a stove.
Uh-huh.
I don't know whose it was, but because I was supposed to summit and get down all the way to Camp 1.
Okay.
My stuff was in Camp 1.
Okay. How long was it before they rescued you?
The other 48 hours.
Oh,
Because
okay.
we called for rescue the following morning, but the weather was not good. The heli came and couldn't even see me because it was grey all over. So we had to wait for an extra night. But at least the second night, I had a sleeping bag. I had a guide with me who came and stayed with me the night. Yeah, as we waited for the helicopter.
What conversations were you having in your head? I can't even imagine. Are you like saying, asking for forgiveness? Are you, or were you like, it's going to be fine?
For a moment, okay, I knew right away when I looked at my hands that I'm going to get frostbite and possible amputation. That one I knew. So I had, even when as I was trying to get down to Camp 2, it was a thought. The frostbite was already an acceptable outcome for me, so long as I get to camp. And I was like, this is you watch documentaries and you never it never comes to your mind that at one point, if you pursue this path,
you'll find yourself there.
Probably be part of the documentary. Yeah, but yeah.
And after this, you still went for the Cape Town after the frost.
Yeah.
Did they have to operate on the fingers?
Yes, I had to do 2 different operations. So in June, I had one operation, and in October, I had another operation.
Which year was this?
2021.
Also, you had 2021, 2022, and then you went to Cape Town in which year? In the
same 2021.
Why?
So, okay, here is what happened. When I got to the hospital in Kathmandu, in Nepal, I was extremely disturbed. Like, this is how it ends. Like, this is... I think I'm never coming back to the mountains. I'm never going to do whatever I love doing. And I it wouldn't be too far-fetched for me to say I was kind of depressed for a moment. And I needed something for me to look forward to.
Okay.
For my healing.
Okay.
Because I knew this was going to... Because the doctor explained to me. And I knew it was going to take a long time. So I needed something to look forward to doing instead of just sitting down and lament on my, unfortunate situation.
Okay.
So I actually signed up for the Cape Town run when I was on a hospital bed in Kathmandu. And that was in May. Beginning of May.
Okay, so in hospital in May.
Yes.
And you sign up for a run
in November, end of November. So I felt that I'm going to motivate myself enough to heal and to be ready for the run in November.
You do know that doing a marathon is not motivation for many people.
I think for me it kept me motivated.
Okay, I like that.
To heal faster.
Okay.
To accelerate this healing process and to keep my mood up. I wasn't going out on a daily basis to run, but as soon as I could get out of the hospital bed, I started walking. You see, my theme was, I will try to keep fit for the November run. I may not be able to run, but I have to show up at the start line. So that kept me going. Yeah, it kept me going.
Yeah. So, like, when did you start? Because you do the hiking and you do the running. Who introduced you? Because I'm guessing you've been doing this for a while. Now is when it's a trend for a lot of people.
Yeah.
But it seems like you've been doing it for a while. Who introduced you to it's okay. I don't want to call it extreme. It's not extreme sports. I don't know how to define it. But
this is the adventure side of
yes.
I started hiking in 2017.
Okay.
2017. I got invited by a friend of mine to a hike, and well, it's a long story because when she invited me the first time, I didn't show up. The second time, I didn't show up. That time now, it was about proving to myself
that you could do it,
that I can actually, because why I wasn't showing up was previous night I indulged. I mean, I get home, I couldn't wake up because when you're going for these hikes, you wake up at 4. You have to be at the meeting point at sometimes at 4 or at 5.
Yes, that's true.
So I used to wake up to missed calls at 8, 9, and you feel bad. But you slept at 3. I mean, you couldn't wake up.
What was it about the first experience that just clicked and you're like, this is something I can do?
Two things happened at the same time. I went to a hike. It wasn't even a tough hike. It was a hike in Ukambani. So it wasn't like a huge hill. It was Kimakiu Hill or something. But it was hot. And then I still had a lot of alcohol in my blood. So I was dehydrated. I finished the water allocated to us within the first 30 minutes. So I suffered during that hike. But then I met a group of hikers that were very accommodating. They waited for me. They shared their snacks because I didn't carry anything.
Yeah, because you can't know you need to.
So I was hiking in jeans. So I was very uncomfortable. So as we hiked, they were like telling me what I need for the next hike. I didn't have food. They shared their food. I think when we sat down for lunch break, I didn't have anything. So one lady went to everyone and took a bit of everything.
And gave you?
And gave me. And I think at the end of the day, I had more than everybody else. And that actually, it drew me to the community of hikers.
Oh, okay. The community aspect of hiking. Yes.
And then those guys were preparing to climb Mount Kenya. So I was like, can I join you? So I started now getting into these hikes to climb Mount Kenya. Eventually I climbed Mount Kenya. And now when I climbed Mount Kenya, I felt very good. And people are complaining of headaches and everything. And Mimi, I got to the summit. I was helping people climb up those last steps because I was waiting for them. And then everybody was, you can't stay at the summit for so long. You'll get sick. And I was feeling good. So I was like, I waited for everyone to come and summit. I helped them through the last steps of Lenana. There is like a ladder. I started helping them climb that ladder. And I felt useful to that group. And everybody was complaining how tired they were. And I was okay. So I thought it's probably something that I can do. I can do easily without the many complaints that I'm hearing people complain about.
And then from hiking, how did it go to ultra running?
So ultra running came during COVID, when I started running as a way to prepare for the mountains, but it was just the normal morning run, 10 kilometers. But then when COVID came, we were all stuck in the house, and people, you are trying to expend energy in different ways. And there was this guy, Limo. I think you met him.
Yes, I met Limo. Yes, I met Limo.
In Cape Town also.
Yes, yeah.
We were with him. He was running an ultra in every county. 47 counties of Kenya.
47 ultras in a year or different?
Back to back, like.
And an ultra, how do you define an ultra?
An ultra is any run beyond the marathon distance.
Beyond is it
42 kilometers?
Oh, okay. So Limo was going to 47 counties doing ultra marathon.
At least a 50 kilometer in every county. And that was during COVID. So towards the end of it, mostly. So I decided to join him to do a few counties to try and spend my time useful, to be a bit more productive with my time. So I did with him Kiambu County, Nairobi County, and then you see now what we were doing is you take like a weekend. So Saturday you run a county, and Sunday you run the next county. So you run like a 50 kilometer today, and a 50 kilometer or 60 kilometer the following day.
No rest?
No. So that built my ultra endurance. And also then I met a group of runners. Kina Victor Kamau in ultra running Kenya, the late Cheriot. Then we started sort of running up mountains, and it was a good way to blend running with mountaineering. And then I discovered you can even run up Mount Kenya. You there's something called mountain running or sky running.
I'd never heard of that.
So you discover things as you go along, and you do them, and you're like, you challenge yourself. You get people who are better than you, and then you want to get to their level. And with time, it becomes your lifestyle.
And then that's how even you got into biking, eh?
Now, motorbike was, before I got into all this running stuff, I was drawn to adventure motorcycle. I watched a YouTube series of there's The Long Way Down, The Long Way Up by some, I think it's British or Australian adventure riders. So the long way down, the long way up, the long way round. And I was thrilled. I was glued to on YouTube. And I was like, I'm going to ride. This is what I want to do for. But then I started mountaineering before I started my bike. My bike. Because I also realized these two hobbies are very expensive and they're also dangerous. So at some point when I wanted to buy a bike, I was doing mountaineering, and then you're spending so much on mountains, you can't afford a bike. And then something happened, unfortunate. 2024, I was supposed to go to Mount Everest, to climb Mount Everest with my friend Cheriot, and for some reasons I didn't. I was going through a lot. So I decided to pause going to Everest to deal with
the issues,
with my issue, and then I'll resume my Everest dream after. But then he proceeded to go, and unfortunately he lost his life on Everest. So that got me a bit mixed up in terms of I was a mess for a while. I didn't even know whether I wanted to climb a mountain again. There was a lot going on in my head. So I was like, at some point I even told my friends I'm never climbing any mountain ever again. But as clarity and times went by, I was like, maybe I so what happened is I had bought a motorcycle the year before. Because I had told myself that after Everest, I'll stop high altitude mountaineering and concentrate on adventure riding.
So you exchanged one dangerous thing for another dangerous
Yeah, so
thing.
I mean, you cannot you cannot you can, but it's too you're exposing yourself to a lot of perils at the same time. So I had bought a motorcycle in preparation for transitioning from high altitude mountaineering
to biking.
biking. So September of the previous year, we had gone with him to another high altitude climb, Manaslu. And we did very well. We climbed, we summited. It was a good feeling.
Oh, your late friend Cheriot?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So it was part of like preparation to go to Everest. So I just before we left, I had bought a motorcycle. I had even ridden it for like only 2 times.
Okay.
So I bought it, I packed it. I was like, once we come back from Manaslu, I'm not even going to ride it. I just to make sure that everything is okay, kit it and everything. And then after Everest, now I transitioned fully to biking. Then he passed, and I was conflicted, and I was like, I'm not going back to the mountain. Let me fast track my adventure riding stuff. It's okay. It's good. I had bought a bike, but in the process, again, I got a motorcycle accident.
Yeah, you told me about that.
Yeah.
When did you have the accident?
14th November 2024.
2024.
Yeah.
When the accident happened, did you have to have a meeting with yourself now again?
Now, actually, when the accident, I was actually riding. I got the accident in Gilgil. I was coming from Nakuru. I was going to Arusha. So I was hit by a truck, and I broke my left leg. I remember, because you see, I had started warming up to the fact that I will still want to go to high altitude mountaineering, but on my own terms. Like, I'm not in a hurry. Let me do a bit of biking. As this fear of death on the mountain after my friend died
passed on,
wears off.
Okay. How long had you done the biking for?
You see, I had bought the bike the previous 2020. No, 2023. Sometimes in August 2023. So I used to go with that bike to Mount Kenya, park it, climb Mount Kenya. It was good. I think that is what I had wanted all along. Like, have a bike that I can ride to a mountain, climb, ride back. Like, I live outside.
Outside living. So what is the accident? What discussion did you have with yourself? Now you had the meeting after the frostbite.
Yes.
So what kind of meeting did you have after the accident?
I remember when I was lying on the side of the road, waiting for the ambulance. After the accident scene, I was like, I was pissed with myself. I was annoyed.
Why?
Because I had planned to do a major mountain climb.
Is that what you were thinking when you were down there?
The following year, in June, I've harbored a dream of climbing K2 for a very long time in Pakistan. And it's a mountain that you have to be fitter to climb than even when you're climbing Everest. But it's a dream that I've had for a very long time. So I had started warming up to the fact that I can throw everything and climb K2 and then stop climbing mountains.
Oh, okay.
So
as you lay there,
I lay there and I was like, there goes my K2 dream, because I could see the leg, the condition of the leg.
Oh.
Because I lay on my stomach and I could see my my foot flipped to the other side, like it was pointing to the other direction. So I knew
the dream is dead.
Because there was, it wasn't a fracture, it was a breakage in multiple places. So I was like, I will never run again. I will never climb mountains again. I'll probably not even ride again. So I was like, I was so annoyed with myself. And then now I went following day. Luckily, we did surgery. I still have that metal thing that was inserted inside my bone. And for the first, I would say 2 weeks of my accident, it's only that I don't have tears that comes easily. I would have cried.
Oh, it was painful.
It not painful. It wasn't painful.
It wasn't
I was
about
on
the
medication.
pain. Oh, so you
I
were
was
grieving.
depressed. I was annoyed. I was looking at. I was grieving for not for the accident, because
The
of the
dream
accident,
of the
for the
things.
loss of my dream. Like my dream ends because of this stupid accident. You know.
Okay.
I was grieving. I was depressed. I was annoyed. I couldn't move. I couldn't even walk on
Crutches.
you know, those crutches.
Yeah.
I couldn't even walk to the toilet.
Did you let go of the dream in that moment, or?
It wasn't at that point. It wasn't about letting go.
It was gone.
It was gone. It was the fact of life. This is. You don't have a choice in this anymore. At that point, for I think the first 2 weeks.
And then what happened?
And then I said, fine. I may not be able to climb mountains again or run, but I can't die because of this.
Okay.
Because you see, depression will kill you.
No, it will tell you there's nothing.
I had a business to run. I have kids I need to take care of. So I can't just die.
Okay.
Because I have a motorcycle accident. So I started having some positivity coming back, and probably because I started having like I trying to walk on
your
on crutches, and for the first time I could now even touch down with the toes, and you know.
So you're pushing yourself. Were you doing physio at that time?
I did a lot of physio, like intense, everyday physio. Then I started thinking, maybe if I can't run, I can walk. I can have really long hikes.
Oh,
You know? So if I can get myself to walking again, forget about running. If I can get myself to walking again, then I will start. I will even have multiple walks.
Oh, so that's what motivated you. Okay,
like, you know those. So it was just trying to convince myself or reinventing myself, trying to remain positive for the sake of healing, and then I started walking. And the moment I started walking, even with crutches, I went back to the gym. First to maintain my fitness, but most importantly to keep my positive side going.
Okay.
And I people would see me in the gym on
you
crutches.
Go with crutches to the gym.
I used to go to the gym on crutches and you know, set my crutches aside and you know, do those weights, pick my crutches, hope to the next equipment. And at some point it seemed ridiculous. Why don't you just
let it give up?
or
let
just
it heal
completely. and it became very difficult. And then you see, I have friends in the in the outdoor space. So sometimes there's a good friend of mine, Freeman. Towards the end of the year, we normally have, almost every year we have stuff together. So they went climbing Mount Kilimanjaro. So I told them, I'm coming with you.
Are you still on your
me,
crutches?
No, I'm still on crutches. You leave me in the hotel. You go climb. Just being in that environment
is good for
for me. They were with Preston, and so I was like, you need to carry me with you.
Okay.
They did, and then they went climbing Kilimanjaro, and then I told the guys at the hotel that I would want to go and hike inside Kilimanjaro with my crutches. And even if I'm going to walk for like 200 meters,
you do your 200
I don't mind paying the daily fee. Then I just want to be in that forest environment. It was some sort of therapy. You know, I climbed
Mount Kilimanjaro on crutches
from the gate up to the first hut, Mandara hut, that day on crutches. I was just swinging on my crutches up to Mandara hut, and I went back down. By the time I came down, of course, I was in a lot of pain, especially on my shoulders because of swinging and all. But I was the happiest that day.
What is your, and I know that you, okay, so you just say what you're saying.
And that is the day I decided I'm going to do whatever I can to get back to the mountains.
What is your philosophy of life? Most people, when you've experienced almost near-death, literally near-death experiences.
Yeah.
Why, or how do you keep coming back, showing up and living fearlessly? Are you ever scared when you do these things?
You know when people say live your life live every day as if it's the last day, I take it very seriously, and I take it like literally. I live my life as if it's when I'm climbing that mountain, I experience that mountain. I don't just go through the mountain. I experience it. And that's why sometimes I do stuff that may be a bit dangerous, because for you to live that moment fully, you have to immerse yourself in that moment. Forget about everything that is going on in your life. Because sometimes for example, you'll have people go on vacation, but they are not on vacation. They're still trying to solve problems at home,
that's true,
in their businesses. It's good not to let things burn, but sometimes it's good to let everything else fade and live in that moment. And you will extract more living that moment than you. I can honestly say I can spend a day on a mountain and extract more out of it than staying a whole week on that mountain. Because I like immersing myself in everything I do.
What do you do with the fear? Do you just ignore it or put it behind?
I realize that for you to live fully, you have to let go of some fears, of your fears. And to know that, I'm not the first person to do this. Okay? A lot of people have done it. So I don't want to do it just to tick a box. I want to do it to live it.
Okay.
So that fear fades away for a moment. So it's not that I don't fear. The fear is there, but I don't concentrate on it. I say, I'm not the first person to do it. Well, someone has done it and gone through to the other side. A few people have died doing it. There is also a chance I'll be the one to
To
do
accomplish
it,
it, yeah.
and go and still show up on the other side.
I really like what you're saying, because a lot of people think that to live fearlessly, you have to not feel fear. They want to wait until there is no fear. But I like that you're saying that do it despite the
You
fear.
actually, if you're not fearful, then you are reckless.
Oh, okay, I like that. No, that's very accurate. Yes, yeah.
So you need to acknowledge the fear, because the fear comes with the consequences of what you are doing, what could happen. And you see, when you acknowledge the fear, you know what you do or you need to do. Because if you fear dying because of hypothermia on a mountain, you just know you need to be more prepared with your equipment. So the fear is there, but you don't let the fear overcome what you want to do. And at some point when now you are in it, I sometimes tell myself it's too late now to even fear.
Is it addictive? Because not many people don't live on that. Most people are very conservative and very protective of themselves, and so they never get to live on that side. And the people who live on that side you live on, they never stop. They are consistent. They pursue the things that they are pursuing. Do you see like that choice that you're making to pursue, to do it despite being fearful and engage in all these activities, has it also showed up in your life, and has there been benefits now in your personal life?
A lot. I normally sometimes say you go to the mountain and every problem that you're facing pales. Because first of all, I love my moments on the mountain. They provide a lot of clarity of mind. Sometimes even in your business, you have a lot of stuff going on. You don't know what to do. If you've not paid your rent, the good thing with a business lease is long term, and there's a lot of things you can do to. There are problems. There's a certain contract that has been cancelled. There's a lot going on. You have a lot of some customers making noise and all, and you are trying to handle everything at the same time. And then you take a moment and go to the mountain, and as you climb, because you are in your thoughts for a very long time, you don't have a lot of distractions. You start seeing solutions.
Oh, okay.
You start seeing solutions that you wouldn't even see when you're on your desk.
Okay.
Then I've gone through a lot of stuff. I've broken my bones, I've lost my fingers. So sometimes I see a problem and you're like, I've been through
worse.
A death-defying situation. This is nothing.
So it kind of gives you a different perspective.
Like, when probably you are a few days late with maybe a business loan, and the bank calls you to threaten, and you're like, I mean, this is nothing. Nitawalipa, lakini some things don't give me anxiety and pressure like you would give that you would get, a lot of people would get, because you've been through a lot.
And one of the themes of a lot of the guests that I've been having have been talking about this idea of surrender when it comes to living fearlessly. Do you feel like like you say, you have to acknowledge the fear? Do you at some point just is surrender, does it go hand in hand with living fearlessly, do you think?
No. Actually, you have more control when I feel like you have more control. You don't surrender to
the process.
To the process. No. There are some things you can't control, but you make sure even what you can't control, you're trying to control it by controlling by being perfect with what you are able to control.
So you control what you can.
You control what you can to the extent that when the uncontrollable comes, you are able to
Manage.
go through it.
Okay.
For example, being fit, you can control that.
Okay.
When you break your bones, you heal faster.
Okay, because of the fitness.
Because of the fitness aspect.
Okay.
You know.
And even in closing, I just want to know what plans have you, what dangerous things are you doing this year, and what advice would you give to people who are scared of living fearlessly? I do believe that you will never meet the version of yourself unless you dare to do something that you're scared of. So what advice would you give to that, and what do you have lined up for this year?
Okay. The first thing is you have to start. First, define what you want. Then you start. You will not have the full information by the time you're starting. You see, like when I did my stunt tour last year, I didn't even have some visas by the time I started. I didn't even know. I had called some embassies or consulates and they had said they can't give me a visa. But I started with what I had. And luckily, I got some of those visas that were not supposed to be provided. I got them on the way in different countries. So you start. Have the basics in place. And then start. You realize sometimes what you're fearing is nothing. It's just a perception. So, like now, this year, my biggest thing is I want to I have a bike in Dubai that I am using to ride around the Middle East. Actually, when I live here in the evening, I'm flying to Dubai I plan to do a few rides, probably get into Saudi Arabia or something. But eventually, my goal is to bring that bike to Nairobi.
Okay.
Not to ship it. To ride it to Nairobi.
To find a way to get back to Nairobi.
Probably through Europe.
And you're just going, do you have a plan or you'll figure it out along the way?
The biggest plan is to get a Schengen visa through either Greece or Bulgaria. Once I have that, I will figure the rest.
Okay.
So if I can get to Europe through Bulgaria or Greece, getting from Dubai to Europe, it's maybe through Iran or Iraq, then through Turkey, and
how long do you see this will be, or you're just going with the flow?
I'll go with the flow. I can't start it now because it's freezing in Europe, so there's that aspect. So probably starting around May, June.
Okay.
For probably 2 months or so.
Okay, we wait to hear.
So the idea is to get into West Africa through Spain, into Morocco. The moment I'm in Africa, niko nyumbani.
No, once you're in Africa, you're home. You can find your way through anywhere. You can find your way. Yes, yeah. So we are very excited, and we are very grateful that you were even able to make time before you travel. Thank you so much for inspiring us. And I think the main theme you've said is that if you want to live fearlessly, start.
You have to start.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you know, there is what we call, even in business, analysis paralysis. You analyze a situation so much that you become paralyzed by so you can't even start. So sometimes you're paralyzed to start your adventures or whatever you want to start by overanalyzing stuff. Have the basics in place, start.
Okay.
Things will unfold. And as they unfold, you adjust.
Okay. Yes. So there you've had it. Start today. Don't wait to start tomorrow. I hope everything that we have said here or something that we've said here today will inspire you to live fearlessly. Thank you for joining us.